Welcome to the starting tutorial of ScratchJr. Today we will learn all basic controls. ScratchJr is an app best suited for tablet, but this also has versions separate to be downloaded for Windows, for Mac OS, and for different devices. We will learn in this video all controls one by one. First we will start with selecting character. One character is present here for sample. We can make different changes to the characters that are already available here. We can change color, we can change their size, and different controls are there. If we look into the list of characters, for students, so many built-in characters are available already that students can select from. They can select any desired character. There are two options. Once, if a character is selected, it can be edited, like we changed the color of the cat. The second is we can design a whole character. We will look into both options. As you can see in list, we have broad variety of characters that students can use according to their requirement. How to use a character? You tap on it, like the school, shop, basketball, and then you click the check mark sign on the top right corner. This way, the character you have selected will come on the screen. As we have seen now, the butterfly is here. We wanted to have butterfly for our program. Now, if you want any other character, you can have that. Like we have bat, fly, seahorse. Now I wanted to have a seahorse here, so I tapped on the check mark on the top right corner to see the seahorse. There are different characters we can select from. One very important option is the option of drawing characters. From the top right brush corner, if we tap on it, we can draw any character whichever we want to. I've shown you different widths of the lines we have here. Like if I clicked on the line option, I can draw lines with different widths and different colors. I'm showing you a few samples here. Now I'm drawing circles with different widths. We can adjust size accordingly. Students can use their creativity to draw any character whichever is in their mind. Depends on their drawing skills also. I'm showing you different colors and different shapes along with different widths, so we would know how we can draw and how we can use these options. I can also draw triangles in different width, shapes and sizes, and different colors as well. We have explored all the options in the toolbar on the left. At the top left, we also have undo and redo options which we would be using. As you can see all the sample shapes here. Now we will see options in the right toolbar also. The first option is an arrow pointing diagonally top. This is the shape changing arrow. We tap on different shapes, we can change the shapes. I'm clicking on the undo button to undo whatever my actions were here to reverse my actions. Now we will check the options that are left on the right toolbar side. The second option with two arrows is for the rotation. We can rotate our shape clockwise and anti-clockwise into any direction. If we need a kite shape, we can rotate our square. This gives us unlimited options to draw different shapes and to draw different characters. Shape changing tool is very important. On the right side, the first option is the shape changing tools. You click on your shape, it gives you different points and you can change shape. The bucket at the last option on the right is for coloring and filling in. Outlines are selected by the basic colors you select, and then to fill in your shape, you have to tap on the bucket, select the color, then tap on the object. If we come back to shape changing tool, which is very important, this can easily help us design any shape whichever we want to. When you will be making your own programs and games, you would have option of making any kind of shape. Even if the characters are not there, we can draw the characters. Now we will be using all these options to show you how we can draw simple characters. The cut and paste option is also here. The stamp shape is the copy and the scissor shape is for cut. Cut means the image or the shape goes away from the screen. Copy means another copy of the shape is created. Different options and different toolbars we have checked. If I click on the check mark, I will go back to my home screen where I can draw. Just to show you a sample of whichever shape you want to draw, I am showing you an example of drawing a butterfly. We can select arrowhead We can select circles, we can select different shapes. I am using combinations of all these shapes to draw a character to give you a clear idea. This totally depends on the student's creativity, on the student's ideas and whatever is in their mind. Every student can have different capabilities and they can draw according to what they require. This also increases the creativity and enhances the designing skills of the student. As we can see, the most important option here, which sometimes we miss, is the shape changing tool. If you change the shape, you can draw any character according to your requirement. I also want to tell you the basic requirement of why we are using ScratchJr, why students up to age 8, sometimes 9 also, starting from age 5, can learn a lot from ScratchJr. As we know that ScratchJr is basically all about logic building, all about learning how computer works, all about making different characters and giving instructions to how and what we want to do. Students will be learning designing here, students will be learning logic making here, students will be learning algorithm making here. So whenever a student or a parent or a teacher is introducing a kid to ScratchJr, the purpose is to learn how computer works, the purpose is to improve their problem solving skills, and the purpose is to not only learn how to play games but to learn how games are made. This increases their problem solving and their learning skills. Now we will move fast forward to when our character is complete and we will see other controls here. Once we have designed our character, whichever we wanted to have here, it's on the screen. The purpose is to give different instructions to this character first. We can select as many characters and make them interact with each other. Like for example, I am selecting a starfish here. So now we have two characters on the screen. We will look into different blocks, how they work. If we go to the grid options, this gives us different positions on the screen. If I have selected a character, right now I have selected a starfish, I am moving it on the screen and the grid points are also changing on the screen, as you can see. This lets us know if we want our character to move a certain number of steps, how many steps will it move, and after moving certain number of steps, if it moves 2 steps, it will go from 11 to 13. So now we know if characters move, their position changes on the grid. Here we are selecting different background options. Backgrounds work same as characters. We can select the backgrounds that are already here and we can make changes to them, like changing their color. This way they will be customized. Changing the writing on the backgrounds, changing their designs. This way our backgrounds will be customized as we need them to be. We can also draw on the backgrounds. We can have any kind of background suited to our game, our story, our theme. Also we can write with the option that is ABC at the top. If we click on it, it lets us write on the screen. If we are playing a game, we can write different messages. You won, you lose, start game, my home screen, or anything. Whatever writing we do, it comes on the screen. Like a sample is shown here. Now my writing is on the screen. We can also change the color of our writing. All the color options are available here. According to our requirement, we can select any color. Now another option that we should know is that we can add different screens. When we want to add a screen, we can click on the plus sign and add different backgrounds. As different background options are here, the maximum number of backgrounds we can add is 4. We can have 4 backgrounds at one time. And one thing you must note that each background has its different set of characters. Each background comes with its different set of characters. Then you select one character. If you want it to be on the other background, we have to program for it. Otherwise, every background will keep its specific characters, which we will also look at now. As now we will see other different options that are in this software. We are selecting different characters. Like this tag is on the screen number 3, so it's not on screen number 4, as we can see. If we select the zebra, it's on the screen number 4. We can see it's not on the screen number 1, 2 and 3. So every screen has its own characters. Now we will look into different options. if you put your finger on the blocks, it lets you know what each block does. We will use the blocks and we will see. One important thing is each block comes with different colors. Students do not need to read. It's like students who are in grade pre-nursery, who are 4 or 5 years old, they cannot read, so they still can learn from it, as they can easily identify from the pictures on the blocks what do they do. We will one by one also look into use of different blocks, and if students can read, when they long tap on a block, it lets them know what does the block do. Like I am tapping on the screen, writing is appearing on the blocks and it's showing us what each block can do. In the first introductory lesson, we make students familiar with every control and every block and every option here, and later when students are making logic, they can use all of their creativity to make any combination for making basic games, basic applications, basic videos, or any advanced level games also. All the buttons come with their specific colors and their specific designs and their specific shape also, which shows how we can join them together. We have stop button here, and some button also have multiple options, like the small arrow at the bottom of the picture. This will also show you different options. The yellow controls are basically for starting. Green flag says when green flag clicked. Second option says when tap on this, when this character is touched. We will also select two characters here, so when they interact with each other, then we would know how they work, because sometimes one character sends messages and the other receives the message. Closed envelope means sent message, open envelope means received message. This way two characters can interact with each other. Also, there is another option in which the characters can do actions when they touch each other, like the third option here. I am adding different controls. The way we use the block is drag and drop them. The first option says if you click on green flag, it would move forward. Second says if you tap on it, it will go backward. And the envelope says it will send a message, but once a message is sent with closed envelope, other character must receive it. Now there is this option in which I am increasing the size of character, decreasing the size of character. This is giving normal size, resize character. And then there is option of disappearing a character, and this is reappearing a character. We can make them into any combinations. In our upcoming videos, we will also be making proper games and programs. For now, we are learning how do all programs work. The green button is for adding sounds to our games. We can also add different sounds to our games here. As we can see, the characters are moving. When one character is touching the other, it is moving downwards. The blocks which are being highlighted, which are being used, are also highlighted here, so we know which block is active right now. This lets students learn how blocks are being executed in sequence. This is basically writing program and executing program, but suitable for the age of students 4 years, 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10 also. ScratchJr is suitable for all these ages, and students learn a lot from here. To remove blocks, I have to tap on them, drag and drop them, and put them back. Wherever I put them back, they would just disappear. The clock means wait 5 seconds, wait 1 second. If we click on the number under the clock, we can also change the time. The same way, the arrows also have number 1 on them. Below, as you can see, if we tap on them, we can change these numbers. Number 1 means 1 step, more means more steps. As I have made a sample program here, the zebra will move, then wait, then move, and then wait. Also, there's stop option here. We can make this stop here if we want to. As the hand symbol shows stop, it will stop for some time, then it will move. The option with the walking person is for setting the speed. When we will use this, it comes with different speed options: slow, medium, or faster. We tap on the small arrow that is bottom down here. This shows us different options of slowing down, moving faster, or moving slower. I am using all different options here so that we would know how they are used. Slow moving has to be combined with the moving arrow also. Arrow is telling it to move, and the slow, fast, or faster option is telling it how to move. I am combining arrows with the instructions on with what speed it is supposed to move in any direction. It can go forward, backward, upwards, it can rotate, it can turn around, it can have any options here. As you can see, the controls are on the screen. This option, arrow U-shaped pointing backward, means repeat, and the small number below it tells it how many times this has to repeat. Like it is written 7 here in the middle option. The first option with the slow is saying 4. 4 means it will repeat 4 times. As you can see when the instruction is executed on the screen, 7 means it will be repeated 7 times. So we can make it repeat as many times as we want to. This also works as a loop. The red button, the first one which I am using, clockwise arrows, as you can see the zebra is continuously going upwards and then again appearing and going upwards. This means an infinite loop. This will keep on happening unlimited times as long as we tell it to stop. If we do not tell it to stop, it will never stop. So this is an infinite loop. This third option which I am using, it switches between screens. If I want it to go from one screen to another, I select the screen and then I join it here. So once program reaches on this control, it switches to the other screen, as you can see here.